my issue is the court issue that my brother was talking about it right now. I don't know if my brother is ready to remove the case from the courts so that you people can come over and come with some more issue. That's the first question.
Sure. I'll do that.
And also,
a second. I thought it would be right that you introduce yourself so that we know.
My name is Kofi Juma from Omi TV.
Right. Thank you.
That's my first question. And more also, how many Fabara candidates do you have so far now, so that we can also address on that issue?
Okay. So let's take like then. So say.
Okay. My question is directed to I learned it's one of the Fabara. My question is, was he aware of this draft on this roadmap or decided to?
If you need a lawyer, I'll recommend one to just like that. Have mine. Well, my name is Kwadwo Afari Convenor. I've been the party administrator for some time. I've also been a deputy regional secretary. Today, I am here as a concerned member of the CPP. And we are concerned about so many things, including what is happening in our party, what is happening in the country, and even what is happening on the continent. Today, we stand in solidarity with the people of Senegal for whatever is happening in their country because of democracy. I believe most of you might not even know. If you do, then let me reiterate that the African Union is celebrating 60 years from OAU to AU this year, although we don't see anything happen. It's worry for us because you people know we are Pan-Africanists. So whatever happens on the continent is important for us. So these are some of the concerns that we want to share with you. Before we read our main concerns in our party, in a few weeks, we'll be going for by-election in Asino. We tried contesting for Meu. Those of you who followed, we went through even to the balloting stage. We were supposed to be number one. But for certain reasons, a lack of resources, we withdrew. And then Asino by-election. There are so many conversations going on about this Asino by-election. We believe this issue about even most foreigners who come, foreigners as in when you hold a different citizenship, in that premise will call you a foreigner. We are not against with a education, not at all. But why was the situation rather taken to court and not to the NDC? Our political party law says it's the party that sponsors the candidate. So we penalize the individuals and then we leave the parties who sponsored them. This one is just a charitable call to the EC. Whether it's coming from NDC and NPP, and it's even a phenomenon because they go to arbitrate, go and bring Ghanaians that they think have resources, not those who are here and are feeling the pinch of their incompetence and inefficient governance, but they go and bring people who don't even know much. We present to them, then there's a by-election, which is a huge cost. There was a very long court process. Now there are issues in Asino. It's not about the election, but it's about the recurrence of this issue of by-election because somebody is a Ghanaian and the person is not a Ghanaian. This thing will never happen in CPP. So we think that the media should be able to engage the various stakeholders to do such issues. We should not keep allowing this thing to Okay, so let me welcome you now into the affairs of the CPP. Like I mentioned earlier, the CPP is also organizing itself. Those of you who went to Kumehu, you would have seen a CPP office. There was a CPP candidate with his posters everywhere. If you go to our sign-off today, you will still go and see our party offices open and our executives working. We are preparing for the 2024 general election. The CPP is not sleeping. Most of us you see here, we have our senior comrades supporting us, but there are a lot of young people here who are working on the ground. We want to take this opportunity and invite the media here because you are not doing our stories. You are not engaging us. You are not talking about us. How do you expect Ghanaians to hear about us and prepare us? Because we need to reach out to Ghanaians. We need to prepare ourselves. But it doesn't happen. Every issue in Ghana has been polarized. It's NDC or NPP. As if we, which gave birth to our democracy, as a nation, we don't exist. We do exist. We want you to know today that the CPP exists. And we need the support of all and sundry, particularly the media to help us as we start our reorganization into 2024. Now, the Central Committee of CPP is the highest administrative organ of the party, which takes our day-to-day decisions, and they meet once every month. They've already come out with our roadmap for reorganization for this year, leading to our 2024 election. You know, by our party constitution, because we are in opposition, we are supposed to organize earlier so that you will know us, or the public, the citizens, the voters will know us, and then we will also be able to engage them more. Unfortunately, for some constraints, this is not what is happening. I mentioned my colleague Isaac because after our 2020 elections, we realized some anomalies because of our reorganization right from the grassroots. For lack of resources, for lack of time, perhaps we were not able to organize ourselves the way we wanted our party to be. Then we went to 2020 election. I performed abysmal. He then dragged the party to court for us to correct these things. There was a decision taken at the court that we should go back to our grassroots and reorganize our party. For 1 year, once again, for lack of resources, that is not being done. But we want to use this medium and this press conference to reach all CPP members across the country. The Central Committee has scheduled its program for reorganization. As a matter of fact, they've even gone ahead to open nominations for flag bearer race, which is an issue, but that's not so much of where we want to put our emphasis on. Because flag bearers will need to go to the grassroots and meet with members of our party to be able to campaign to them, to elect them. 5 members of our party, senior members of our party, have picked up nominations to contest for the flag bearership of our party. There are 4 men and 1 woman. I believe in due time, because we are not going to campaign for anybody, we are not mentioning any names. In due time, you might know them. They themselves would have to avail themselves to the press to be able to engage them. Although the decision by our Central Committee to start the flag bearer, open the flag bearer nomination had not gone down with some members of our party. That is not our contention. So we want to be very clear to our Central Committee. We know that the party has given them that authority and then to be able to make decisions. That as members, we are concerned about the impact of some of the decisions that they make. If we are going to open nomination for flag bearer, no problem once again. However, we need to know the delegates that the party is going to use for the flag bearer election process. Because if you do not go to the grassroots to be able to review and know who is there, who is not there, and how resilient the party is, who is going to come in as a delegate? That is our concern. We are not litigating. It's a concern. We need answers. Party members across the country are not hearing what is happening, don't even know what is happening. That is why we decided to call this press conference. We need to speak to them. You need to help us to reach our members. Our members need to start mobilizing and organizing from the ground. The flag bearers are going to come out, they are going to campaign. Parliamentary candidates have to come out and have to start organizing and campaigning. This is the information I want to carry out. The CPP members need to rise up, find the constituency chairman, the constituency secretaries, organize meetings at the grassroots level, at the regional level. We want CPP members to rise up for our party. If you don't know what is happening, we are informing you today. The Central Committee have opened nomination for the flag bearership. 5 people have already picked up nomination form and are ready to file. Only has been held just a little while because Comrade Isaac had gone to court insisting that reorganization happens. It's not about the flag bearership race, but you cannot say you have a flag bearer when you don't have constituency and regional executives who are duly elected and are doing the bidding of the party. We just want to insist that it is the Central Committee that had come out with its plan of action leading to the 2024 election. We are pleading with them. Our Central Committee is composed of all our 16 regional chairmen. They hold the party. They are the national level at the Central Committee. They are the regional level as steering committee chairmen. They are the grassroots because they all belong to constituencies. So there's a lot of responsibility on our regional chairmen. both at the national level, at central committee, at the regional level, and at constituency level, to ensure that we follow their own program from the central committee leading to our reorganization.
I think Comrade has said it all, and it's very interesting to note that that is what Family Command said, that organization decides everything. So I think whatever I summed up from his speech is straight to the point that this concerned group, I mean a group which is part of the CPP, is simply saying that if we are to gear towards 2024 properly, then there's a need to regroup and restructure the base. Because with the base, there will be that ability to build on and get a firm standing. We all understand that foundations are great for all good structures. So I think the call by the concerned group is in order. And for me, I'm here. The reason why I'm here is that I'm one who look at the issues and listen to various angles of the same issue. And if my conscience is clear on the matter, I take my decision. And that is why I'm here today, to support their concern. What's their concern? That organization decides everything. And if we don't have organization, whatever we build on will be shaky. And we know so many parables Christ once said. A man who builds in the sun, when the heavy winds come, the structure will collapse. So you have to build on a structure so that when there's a wind, the superstructure is very strong to stand on the base. So I agree with whatever they have said. And I think that the media will carry it along, and our central committee and the party at large will understand that we need to regroup and reorganize and then get the party firmed for anything to also to be built on it. And I know that people in the constituencies, in the regions, they should rest assured. If you say reorganizing, I think some people might think that it means that there's going to be election and those who are there will instantly go away. No, that's not the point. If in your constituency, the people know you, you are vibrant and you are working. If you reorganize and you are the same person they want to retain you, so be it, they retain you. So the notion, it shouldn't be the notion that it's a call to get everybody up and bring new people. I don't think that's what it is. If we come to Iowa, if we come to Adenta, if we go to Ada, whatever constituency it is, if we go in there and the people reorganize and they feel that your constituency youth organizer, your constituency chairman, they want to keep you there, so be it, they keep you there. The fact that they have renewed your mandate to be there, that is all we are looking for. Because at that point, people in the community can point to a certain structure. And like you said, which makes the argument very strong is that if you go to a certain corner in Wale Wale and there's nothing to point to representing CPP, then you are not non-existent in Wale Wale. But even if you reorganize and you have 10, 20, 30 people in a certain polling station area, a certain electoral area, then people in Wale Wale can point to, oh, see where are they? Oh, they are the guys there, even if they are 10, if they are 20. I think that is what their call is about. And I think that it's a justifiable cause. And I think the party, after today, will understand that we really need to put up a base to put up the superstructure. Thank you very much.